Yes, please.
What please you would have, what feeling in my mind?
Another, just a minute. As I mentioned, this can also, Quzaya can also mean. So I am not obviating the possibility that this verse could be interpreted as such. Quzaya can refer to both. It may also mean, as you first thought, but I interpret it like I have just mentioned, that Yusuf is just telling them that this was the issue which we kept dangling for a while. Now that I have explained everything to you, that matter is settled. But it also may mean, because Quzaya is a style of expression, is a type of expression which does not mention the subject. It is majhul. So which means the subject of this verb could be Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. From him it is settled. And could also be God. That is to say, then the word decree can be used. The issue on which you were inquiring is decreed by God. So, if somebody translates it like this and interprets it, you can't say you have done it wrongly. You have no justification. Because it's left open, so anyone can translate it rightfully as such as perhaps you read in some translation. In that case, the question will be raised, of course. So if you want to ask that question based on somebody else's interpretation, you can.
So then, if it's this interpretation of this,
yes, exactly. That Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam told them that this matter has been decreed by God. That's right, yes.
And then what struck me was that why he didn't immediately, unless he didn't realize he was a prophet of God, that he didn't immediately ask for prayers to be said as if something can be done about it for him.
So that shows that it could as well mean this. Exactly decree, because the Holy Quran is the afsahul kitab, afsahul kutub in the world. That is to say, it's the past excellence, par excellent in quality of language from any angle, from any regard. No word of man can match the quality of the Holy Quran and its language and its class. The word Quzaya, this is why it is left open. You can make any meaning as you please, according to the situation, as it permits. It may also refer to Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, that he tells them now the matter is settled and decided. It may also mean to refer to God, and there Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam would convey the message to them that this is a matter which is decreed to happen like that and nobody can change it. Quzaya here means it's a decree which is unchangeable, and that could as well be correct, because the things passed exactly as he had predicted. Not only this, but also as you have recently now pointed out, and this is a very intelligent observation I must say, that Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam did not tell them to give alms and to pray. So if this matter was not decreed, then he must have told them to seek Allah's favor so that at least part of, the dream of one person was at least, nullified by Allah, that decree. So that shows you are quite right, and I must admit your the flight of your fancy is in the right direction, yes. So instead of asking a question, you should have made this inference from that. That is what you missed. Correctly understanding this matter to be a decree of God, you should have immediately understood that this is why Hazrat Yusuf ﷺ did not tell them to pray, because he knew it was a decreed matter which would not be changed. Yes, please. Thank you for pointing out. I really enjoyed this point. Yes. Yes, please. Sonari Sahib. But I think your son raised his hand first. With your permission, we should call him first, please. Yes, come on. Although it's not necessary, but he may not receive a good impression if I ignore him and call you. This is why I am doing it. Yes.
I sent that letter to President Frederick.
You did? Very good, beautiful. Are you going to read that letter to us?
Yes, I will.
Please, yes. Come closer to the microphone.
In the name of Allah, most gracious, ever merciful. Dear Frederick Frederick, I am sending this letter in sympathy of the social challenge laid out. I am 10 years old and living in London. I saw all the pictures of the television of the accident and was very shocked and sad. I could understand the problem it has put to you and the loss of one of the most wanted missions. I feel that it has humbled us all, as we are not perfect, and such a disaster has given us a lesson to be handled. Whenever there is a project, big or small, pray to God Almighty. He has created you and your future. God will with you and shall reward you with success. Always remember, nothing will go right for you without the help of God Almighty, Creator of us all.
Thank you. Very good letter. Beautiful. Allah bless you. Very good. Huh?
I have a question.
Yes, now, yes.
In the Christian Ten Commandments, in the 10th commandment it says that keep the Sabbath day as a rest. What's that?
Seven? No, but what is the question of the good fellow?
Why?
They say that the commandment says to keep the seventh day as a Sabbath. Why that commandment was given? What's the purpose of that?
Why initially Sabbath was, there is a little confusion in my mind what actually you want to find out. Why Sabbath was appointed to be the seventh day, is that the question? Or why there had to be any Sabbath at all? What do you want to find out? Are you against the institution of Sabbath in the sense that you don't understand the necessity of appointing any day as Sabbath, or you are just wondering why the seventh day was chosen to be that of Sabbath?
Just wondering why.
The second? The first?
Just why Sabbath at all?
Why Sabbath at all? Sabbath is just like Juma to us. Have you ever wondered why Juma at all? No? Why not? I am asking you, why Juma at all? What is special about Juma? Why do you have Juma ceremony? I mean, why is it necessary?
It's to bring everyone to think about the religion, to